character. Let's get him up. Representing Scotland, Count Dankula.
My name's Marcus Meakin, but for the people that don't know me, I go by Count Dankula, one line. Over 2 years ago, I decided to pay a plank on my girlfriend. She thinks her pet pug is the cutest thing on earth, and she wouldn't shut the fuck up about how cute the pug was. So I decided to turn the dog into the most horrible thing that I could think of, which was a Nazi. I taught the dog to respond to the phrase, gas the Jews, and don't, and to do a Hitler salute whenever I said Sieg Heil. I filmed the dog's antics and put it on YouTube, and hoping to show it to my girlfriend and catch her completely off guard. In the video I provided clear context to what I was doing and why I was doing it. Shortly afterwards, the police came to my house. Arrested me, placed me in handcuffs, and took me outside to the waiting press, who the police had tipped off to the exact date and time of my arrest so that they could get photographs of this PR stunt. I was taken to jail, held overnight for court the next day. I was then released to await my trial. My trial would go on for 2 years, with the press and members of the public lying about who I am and what I actually believe in, while at the same time throughout those 2 years trying to comfort my girlfriend and mother, who were terrified that I was going to prison. And me and my family had to go through all of that for 2 years because I made a joke. For the entirety of my trial, the prosecution tried their hardest to find evidence of me being a Nazi, a racist, or a white supremacist, and in the end, they found absolutely nothing. There is no hidden message or meaning behind what I did. I wanted to play a prank on my girlfriend, and I'm a shitlord, right? That is the reality of the situation, and I see no reason why I should suffer because people have willfully chosen to ignore reality. In the aftermath of what happened, I've decided to keep fighting to protect free speech, because after seeing my mother repeatedly crying at the fact that her son could get sent to prison just because he hurt some people's feelings, that was more than enough for me to want to make sure that what happened to me doesn't happen to anyone else. And because I want to protect free speech, I have been branded a racist, a Nazi, and a white supremacist. And that I am part of the alt-right. To set the record straight, I reject any notion of superiority or inferiority based on race. I reject the idea of an ethno-state. If you want to live here in peace and not only respect the freedom of others, but fight to protect the freedom of others, then you are welcome in this country. I reject Nazism and any other form of far-right ideology because I have a deep, seething hatred for anything that even has a hint of authoritarianism, and that goes for the far left too. the things that I've always believed, and if you actually watch my videos and look at the content I produce, you would know yourself that that's what I believe. But despite that, there are people online who still call me a racist and a white supremacist, and some of these individuals can waste hours and hours a day on Twitter saying these things to me, but they can't spare 5 minutes to do some basic research. And any famous comedians who dared voice their support for me, not over the joke itself, but over principle, they were attacked by their peers and told to drop their wrong-think opinion. Their peers told them, get the fuck back in line. Because to these people, image matters more than principles. People seem to think that if someone wants to protect freedom of speech, it means that person is far right, or at the very least right wing. People have even branded this event as a far right event because of what they think of the speakers here. Well then, where are the left wing free speech events? Where are the left wing voices coming out in support of free speech? The reason these speakers are here today isn't because the right have claimed the principle of free speech, it's because the left have abandoned it. It isn't owned by the left, it isn't owned by an organisation, and it certainly isn't owned by the fucking government. It's owned by us, the citizens of the United Kingdom. And to close, I've actually got a message for Antifa that are here today, and any other far left groups who are in favour of placing restrictions on what people can or can't say. I was actually one of you once, many years ago, and back then one of the things that we took pride in was how anti-establishment we were, and one of the last things that we would ever have done is allowed for the government to have more power. My, how things have changed. Laws are accessible to every party that gets voted in. Any party that is in power can use these laws. Right now it's the Tories, next it could be Labour, then it could be the Lib Dems, or whoever gets voted into power. But one day a far-right government could get voted in. You might roll your eyes at that, but none of us ever thought Trump was actually going to fucking win, did we? So it is possible that one day a far-right government could get voted in. A far-right government who now has access to these same laws. And if that day ever comes, Antifa, what do you think is going to happen to you? You want my help then, and I'll give it to you. Aber gebracht.
Distinction between the public and the private. You will not be able to get away from them because they want to make your personal life their political project. They will never leave you alone. They want your property, they want your identity, they want your immortal soul, and they have a moral compulsion pushing them on. Their consciences won't let them rest because their belief systems will not permit tolerance of the different. How much will you concede to these tyrants? Good. Every statement they make is in opposition to your natural rights. You must believe what they believe. You must act as they act, and you must say what they say, and don't you forget it. They do not trust in their own moral character. They are afraid of what comes next. But I can say something they can't say. I am not afraid. Actually, given the size of this crowd, I'm fucking terrified. But in principle, I am free. And I will not allow the fearful to take my freedom from me because they have no faith in themselves. Thank you. You see, my ma, you see fish. My ma hates fish. My parents are from Scotland, by the way. How's about fucking Scotland?
run and you will live. But what would you give to come back to this day and fight against the fucking English? Am I right? See, my parents, they're from the Gorbals and Pollokshaws, and the thing about Scotland as a wee man is that I noticed people like a bit of patter. They like joking around. I remember I was running with my gran for the bus, and she finally caught the bus, and she says, the bus driver opens the door and he goes, "Just you keep running, hen, you're going to get doing before I do." Scotland is about making jokes, being offensive, being crude, and being rude. So, in about 1974, my parents moved to England when I was born. I was born in Itchen, not far up the road. And I know it's the same sort of deal, right? Mucking about. Jesus mucking about. And then, I moved to America in the 90s. Yeah, boo. Boo it up. Oh, Uhuru, that's different. That is the Zimbabwean word for freedom, I believe. So then we're in America, and I've had a pretty good run here in the Western world, in Scotland, and England, and Canada, and America. And I look back now and I think, what's happened to my culture? What happened to the West? We got a guy up here, for Scotland, who is arrested for teaching a pug to Sieg Heil. That's a fucking joke. And he likes to talk about how it's about context and everything. Fuck context. You can teach your dog to Sieg Heil, I don't care. It's none of my business. You know, fuck context. The beauty of Speaker's Corner is you just dig up the muck. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Get it all out. And here's another problem with it. By ostracizing those who are brave enough to speak out, you are forcing us to band together. I'm hanging out back here with trannies, homosexuals, and fucking soccer hooligans. All they do is say sound all the time. Sound, 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 sound. I don't understand them. Help. I want to rejoin the public. Just kidding, mice. Top gazes, sound, sound, sound. Look, we're at a point now where being a normal human being is considered radical. To talk in public the way you would talk to your brother is considered radical. I don't know how we got here. I guess it's in the name of tolerance, but it's not who we are. It's not who we are as Scots. It's not who we are as Canadians. It's not who we are as English. It's not who we are as Americans. It's not who we are as human beings. We like having a laugh. Can we have a fucking laugh again? Can we be arrogant and rude and stupid? U.S. fucking A! Thanks, guys.